Hello everybody and welcome back to the Gary Motorsports YouTube channel. Today we're back again in the garage and I got the 264 right behind me. The body isn't on. It's already been cleaned, and I just want to talk about it for a bit and say a few things first before we start working on it. So one thing that you can probably already see is that we do have the new radiator on. So it's just really nice. I'm glad we have that. But when we were putting this on, which I wasn't able to record that day, it's about 2 days ago. Right now I'm recording on Tuesday, April 12th. But we put this on, and I don't know how well you can see in there, but it's just messed up. I don't know if it was that or we had a black adapter for this to go into the radiator. I don't know if it was that or if it was the radiator itself that messed up or was messed up. But either one of them were, and that eventually caught us messed up on that. So what we're going to do is we're buying a tool to insert it, twist it, and try to get the threads back normal. And we also bought a new black piece to fix that. Besides that though, the only thing we've also done is take out the air filter, clean that, and besides that, the only thing we have done is taken off this air filter and just doing regular maintenance work and got it washed not too long ago. One thing I do still need to do though is actually wipe down the interior, just like how I normally do the cockpit. The floor is handling up after the last race, so that's always good to see. I don't think we did too much paint like coats, so it is coming up a little bit. But the best thing about that is that the rust is gone. That's not there, so it's nice to know that we finally got rid of that. Also, if you just look at the engine, it is super dusty from last race, even with the hood on. So I'm gonna work on that. But I'm gonna show you guys the time lapse of what I'm about to do right now, and I'll take some few breaks and explain what I'm doing and how I do it. Alright, so what you guys just saw was me tightening all of these bolts on the suspension, which is something we always like to do before a race, just to make sure, you know, our tire stays on the car and not, you know, flies off. Also, just so our suspension works generally, and it's just always nice something to do. We've always done. So I'm glad we got that out of the way. We always like to do that early, just like how I did. I think I'm gonna wipe down this off camera just because it's really tedious, and I want to try something out here with video editing. So if you guys don't care, you can just skip like 10 seconds, but I'm gonna snap my finger and all this dust on the engine's gonna go away right now. Alright, just like that, the engine valve cover is all clean and it doesn't have too much dirt on it anymore, thankfully. I really hope that worked. I don't know how it's gonna look, and if it looks stupid, oh well. Next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna spray the air cleaner with next thing I'm gonna do is put the air cleaner on to the race car, and also make sure to take out those paper towels inside of the intake so it doesn't you know, get stuck inside when we try to race the car. And I honestly think that's about it. And then I'm going to talk to you guys a few things about Gary Motorsports. In general, if you guys are curious, it won't have much to do with racing, but more of just who we are and a few things I'd like to talk about with the race car and sponsorships. So one thing we do like to do is we like to put a red coat of, what is it called? Filter oil all the way around to help prevent dust from actually going through the filter. And it's kind of like an adhesive that sticks to the outside, and it helps the dirt stay just on the exterior of the air filter and not all the way go through. And another thing is we like to use a red grease that we got. Nothing real special, just some Lucas oil, red and tacky. We like to just rubber finger, go all the way around the edge, bottom and top. And what that helps us do is, in case you guys don't know, you can see there's a little trim right there that helps the air filter just not move in general, right there. So the grease actually creates like a seal that we like to put just to help just to help dirt not go in from under or from the top. We also do it up here as well. You can see the track on the lid. So yeah, that's always one thing we do like to do. So just to help out dirt, because I don't know how much you guys know, but dirt kind of sucks if it gets inside of the engine. It's gonna blow you up. It's gonna make your pistons have low compression. It's really gonna mess up the engine. So things like this is really important to us. And actually, speaking of engine, let me face this camera towards myself. I'm sure you guys know we have 2 engines, and this is our first one. The second one we were running, but we had to do an engine swap before last race. And if you see, we don't have an engine right there. So one thing that we did, we sent that out to one of my dad's customers, who's actually helping us sponsor our car by giving us deals with rebuilding the engines, which is really helpful. So you're gonna see his name on the car really soon. I doubt it will be on the next race, but this race coming up, but it should be on the next one, as well as Downforce Tools by Eagle One, or sorry, Downforce Shocks by Eagle One. He's our shock guy who's always been helping us for the past few months, to be honest. He's been really helpful and always been helping us with that. So with that, I'm gonna start putting this air filter on. Like I said before, don't blow up your engine. Take out your paper towels. Sorry, it's really awkward holding. One thing I need to tell you guys as well, if you are working on your race car and you need to put on an air filter, do not drill it all the way down. What I like to do, just to help me out a little bit, is I do like to use the drill just to get it down. I don't even let it hit it though. I still make it finger tight. This just makes it go by faster. So I'll explain why momentarily once I get all of these down. That's number 3. Number 4. There we go. So like I said, you really do not want to use an impact to put your air filter back onto your race car. So what that's gonna do is it's just gonna squish the whole thing. It's not sturdy. It's all filter. That's all you have. So if you squish it down, you're gonna see these fold. You're gonna see it get messed up. You always want to hand tighten it, but not even tight to an extent. You just want it down on the raise. You just want it down on the plate and making sure that it's not going to mess anything up. So grab your ratchet, grab your socket off your impact if you're gonna do what I did, and you're gonna put your ratchet right back on, and you're gonna go. Now you're gonna feel it. I wouldn't say it's any sort of amount of weight. I'd say just a few pounds. It's actually still kind of loose, so I'm gonna give it a few extra turns before it ratchets again. And there we go again. Still actually really loose. Again, you don't want to do anything too with the drill. And right when you actually still start feeling just a little bit of pressure on it, that's when you stop. And I actually like to go back a little bit and pull up, just to make sure none of these filter fins are getting all smushed. You can see incidents where we have tightened it too much right there, and it just doesn't look good. But that's not why we don't do it. We don't do that because it doesn't work. It ruins your air filter and it's gonna mess you up. So like I said, get it down touching with your ratchet, and it's only like a few pounds of pressure you're gonna feel. You really just want to stop. You want to make sure that's all it's doing is just touching. So that's fully on. I just cut out the last 2 bolts, but got that finished. We're gonna go put this back because something we really need to start getting back in the habit from the last few races. Putting our tools away. As you can see, it's getting a little messy. We don't really use millimeter things, but we definitely use inches. So I want to organize this really quick, and I think down here should be fine. And well, you guys see it. Just a few things I need to mess up with. I'm not going to show you guys this. It's just tedious work, but it's something I like to always have done. It's my thing, and it's something I'll be doing more in the future when I grow up and eventually move out with my own race car. I just really like to have things organized. Yeah, air filter is on, and like I said earlier, I'm just going to talk to you guys about a few things with racing and Gary Motorsports. So the things I wanted to talk to you guys about is exactly who we are, what I do, and what Gary Motorsports really means, I guess, and just our history, and what I'd like to do in the future with not only this race car, but Gary Motorsports in the years coming. And I'd like to talk to you guys about that and what my plans are, just saying a few things that I think would be really informative for you guys, if you guys do mind listening to what I have to say. And before I start telling you guys all about this, I want to say one thing that's kind of like a summary. I did an interview on the radio station not too long ago, last week's Tuesday. So if you go on this website right here, 1021theoutlaw.com, you can see my past interview from last week and what I was talking about. I just say a few stupid things, but I was a little nervous. First time ever doing that, but you can see a little short interview of this, but this is just a more in-depth version of what I'm about to talk about. So Gary Motorsports is pretty much the renaming of Ragtag Racing, which is just the initials of me and my brother just put together. But yeah, pretty much Gary Motorsports is just a family motorsport racing deal that we like to do, and I picked up on social media after watching some of the creators from the very beginning. Hunt the Front, I started watching way too long ago, maybe before they had 10k even subscribers. They still had their purple and black race car, if you guys know anything about that. And Tanner Holmes, like 2 years before he even got his sprint car. Man, it's been so long. Wow, I'm sorry. But it's been a really long time, and I've been watching people like that. They've always really inspired me. People like Chase Holland and old number 7, the other like really big social media platforms for racing. I like to be up there. Now, I'm not saying that in a cocky way. I like to say that in a way where I can present myself and who we are as Gary Motorsports as a family ordeal. And also, not only do I just love doing this, if I didn't, I wouldn't be taking the time to explain this. But I love meeting people and talking to new people. And I think one of the best things to ever talk about is racing. It's my favorite thing probably in the world right now. And I don't think that's going to change for a very long time. So it's always going to be there, and it's going to be something I'm going to be doing forever. No matter what, dirt racing will be something I will always be doing. So again, like I was saying about the Gary Motorsports, it's more of a family-owned thing right now. It's not really an own business. It's just me and my family having fun racing. We started off go-karts and moved up to this ModLite a few years ago after selling all of our karting stuff. You can see our past on the Facebook down below in the description if you guys are interested in that. You can see me, you can see little me. I think that's really funny. But yeah, it was just a really good time, and I always loved go-karts. We started flat karts on dirt tracks and asphalt, but eventually we got this at our local track. Like I said, ever since then, it's me and my brother that's been racing, but it was before he got sent out to college. So he had a deal with me where we used to like take turns in between races, but since he was about to go to college, it was my word where I said he could race more. So he did 2 races at a time, that I did 1. So like, let's say he ran for 1 month, I ran the first weekend, then he would ran the second weekend and the first. That's how it was in the 19th. It was the first and second, not just anything, not just the first and third. So that's what that was. And then he eventually got set out, and that's when I started really doing my social media thing, and I really started enjoying it and kicking it all off. It was a few months after he got moved out, and I just started getting really good at racing. And I won my last 2 races last year when I was doing a lot of social media earlier on. And then it was actually the race where I did win, where I uploaded that. The July 4th race is when I won. I got a job not too long ago after that, and that really took a big toll on my social media thing, and it was a big setback. And then I posted 1 more video, and I think I went to East Bay, and that was it for 2021. So this year, definitely different. Beginning of the year, I kicked off, or actually very end of last year, I kicked things back up and started to upload more and more frequently. And ever since then, I've gained more people, gained more subscribers, and I've met more people like Tyler Gilbert and Chase Nornberg. Now, I really like to be friends with y'all. This is a weird thing, just like say right here. But if y'all see me at the track, I'm probably going to go up to you guys and start being friendly and start talking to y'all. I'd like to be with you guys more and just have more of a friend while racing, and I think that would just be a really interesting thing, just to be friends with y'all at the racetrack. But off topic, just that, and just racing for the future right now. Definitely this year, more uploads than there ever. I think there's already more uploads this year than there were last year, including the Sugar Bowl. That's done good for me last year and this year. But yeah, definitely more uploads like this, but I am struggling. So not only to find motivation, I don't think that's really my downfall. I think it's time with my dad's job, and I can't really do much without my dad, because he mainly buys all the things. He knows exactly what to do, and I don't exactly know what I'm doing either. So it's really problematic about that. But we're gonna try to work things out and try to get more off the track videos than I know there are right now. I usually post 2 or 3 before a race, excluding 2 weeks ago, or 2 races ago. I just didn't have any time at all. Really stressed with my in personal life, with school and all my other hobbies. But yeah, I'm really trying to focus on getting out more videos like how I am right now. And if you guys have any advice on what to do, please tell me. Again, I'm also saving up money. I'm about to start a weekend job. I'm about to start like soccer ref, so it's like early Saturday before the race. I can work and make a few and make some money for that, and help me with social media and definitely car parts. I specifically would like to enjoy, because I know my dad doesn't always have money time for this. He likes the requirements, and I think that's perfectly fine. I'm not complaining about that, but it's just like something you would always really like to have. Like example, I've always talked about having a new dash or a reworked, so that's something I'd like to do. I know it's gonna be a few $100s though, so I don't know how long you're gonna see that though. And then moving on from that, sponsorships is a really big deal to me, because again, we're literally just like a family out here doing this racing, and racing is not cheap anymore like how it used to be. You need to know people, and you need to have the money for it, and that's always been a problem with us. That's why it took so long to actually get a race car like this from the go-kart stuff. But I'm really thankful that we have this, and I'm able to do what I'm doing and share it to you guys on social media. It's a blessing. I never thought I'd be able to create anything like this. So again, I'm really thankful for that. But yeah, I've tried reaching out to a few dozen companies, and I just haven't gotten any responses through email. So if you guys have any like help or any advice you guys could give me, that would be awesome. I think I'm gonna start like going into shops and presenting myself and trying to sell myself as the Gary Motorsports. But also with that, there are 2 new people I'd like to add to the race car. It's the same 2 I mentioned earlier. It's my dad's customer. I can't remember what the company name is, but you guys are going to see him on the race car really soon. Again, he works us with the engine building, and we just give him the parts, and he does the labor for us. So we're really grateful for that. That saves us a lot of money. These race engines are really, really expensive. And then also downforce shocks by Eagle One. If you guys don't know him, I've been putting him in the description for the past few days, or past few videos. And he's pretty much our shock guy that we met earlier last year, and he's been really helpful, like unbelievably helpful. He's helped us gain many positions throughout the races and understand the track, just from not even being there, just videos and our information. So that's just an amazing thing he's been able to help us with, and I'm so glad we're able to work with him. I'm really thankful. But yeah, that's pretty much all I really wanted to say. I just wanted to talk to y'all for a little bit and get this off my chest about what exactly we are and have y'all know. So if you are interested, this is just all I really wanted to say about that. I am going to end the video right here, and again, please check out everything down in the description. Again, I do a summary, links of social media and my sponsors, and just more information you guys might be curious on. So with that being said, make sure to like and subscribe, turn on your post notifications so you can see every time I do upload. Again, it's going to become more frequent, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.